So we wanted to make a brief tutorial video on coding an injector to your Duramax truck or to your Powerstroke truck. Procedure applies the same. The computer required may be different depending on what you have. In our case, we're using a Snap-on Zeus 2025 updated Snap-on Zeus Plus. This truck is a 2015 LML Duramax. Now, when you're replacing a fuel injector, these have injector quantity adjustment systems, and they have an IQA code that is coded to each individual injector, and that is coded into the ECM, and that then allows it to adjust the fuel quantity rates per cylinder to have that silky smooth idle and for optimal performance. So in this case, this truck has already been deleted and tuned. It had a failed fuel injector on cylinder 1. It actually blew out of this hole. These trucks will not run properly, or you'll get offset learning limit codes. When you get the injector, you will get, now this is for GM specific, but you'll get this paper. Ford has a little tiny paper that they give in the bag with the injector, and this specifies your injector quantity adjustment code. They leave a little spot on here too where you can write what cylinder number it applies to. Make sure whatever respective brand you're programming this to, you make sure you have the right cylinder, because the cylinder order is different on a 6-7 Powerstroke. So 1, 2, 3, 4 front to back on the passenger, 5, 6, 7, 8 front to back on the driver's side. Duramax, you're 1, 3, 5, 7 front to back passenger side, and then 2, 4, 6, 8 front to back on your driver's side. So we replaced cylinder 1 fuel injector, and this is the IQA code. Now, unfortunately, you do need a higher end scanner to be able to perform this. Now, I do believe you can do this with an Autel. You can pick those up on Amazon for, I believe, around 900 bucks if you're trying to do this job yourself. Now, we've had people actually tow their trucks into us after replacing a full set of injectors, and we've programmed these codes to individuals' trucks in the parking lot or even on the trailer, just so that they didn't have to go out and buy a scan tool to do it themselves, because a code reader will not be able to do this. You have to have a bi-directional scanner, get linked up to the truck. We definitely didn't just spend 15 minutes trying to get this scanner to work, but you're gonna go in, link to your vehicle. Now, a quick way like you can get in there, usually go through engine, but you can also do service reset and relearns, and then you just look for your replace fuel injector. And we're going to do engine reprogram injector flow rates. Continue. And here's our current numbers. Now with these Duramax ones, if you notice, these have 6 extra zeros at the end. Now they do not have that here. It ends in an 8. So it's always like an 028, B028 or something. You have to add to make it a 16-digit code. So when we program our new, we're gonna go in, cylinder 1 fuel injector, it erases it, you go edit. We're gonna go new value and get rid of this. And then you have to do 000, 000. Enter. Okay. And then puts that there. And okay. Confirm. Continue. Program. It says was successful. You need to program another injector. We do not. We only had to do one. ECM and glow plug control modules must be allowed to power down and after programming is complete. Turn ignition off and disconnect the scan tool for 2 minutes. So we're going to exit out of this. We'll turn off our computer. All right, now we're a few minutes later. I always like to verify that it did take the correct IQA number. So we're going to go back in here and we're going to display the numbers to make sure we have it correct. Injector 1. We'll read off our injector number again, F81F7EB028, and then 000. So we are correct, so we'll just return there. And then we'll go back into a fuel injector correction reset. Now all this does is reset the adaptive tables in the computer after replacing the fuel injectors. So now we only replace fuel injector in cylinder 1, so we're just going to replace cylinder 1 fuel injector adaptive tables. And this applies to Ford and Duramax. And then we're gonna exit out of there, and we're gonna exit out of there. We'll fire it up. So now something else on your newer Duramax trucks, you have to reset your adaptive tables for your glow plugs as well. So that's just something to keep in mind on the LM2 Duramax's adaptive tables for your glow plugs of all things. So just keep that in mind as well. Check your service manual when you're replacing components on these newer diesel trucks, because things can get very specific, but this is something in specific that can cause some serious engine damage if this is not done. If you just say, well, I'm just gonna swap my injectors out, or if they're not programmed to the correct cylinder. We've seen that a lot on the 6-7 Powerstroke, especially because they don't follow the conventional for years. They had the typical international cylinder numbering pattern where you have the 2468 driver's side front to back and the 1357 passenger side, but 6-7 Powerstroke, they switched that 1, 2, 3, 4 on one side, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the other. Just something to keep in mind. Make sure you're programming the injector to the correct cylinder. Make sure to reset your adaptive tables. Make sure to keep track of which injector goes in which hole as well, because, oh, something else too that I forgot to mention. When you get these, I've actually had some of these be written incorrectly on this label. So don't always trust this label in the box either. On the top of your fuel injector, actually I'll show you, because if you don't have this sheet, I've also had them shipped where they don't come with this sheet in the bag, but on the top ridge of this injector, you have that IQA number directly on the fuel injector. You know, if you purchase a truck, you're getting offset learning limit codes. You can verify your IQA numbers. We've had a couple 6-7 Powerstrokes come in where someone else has replaced the fuel system. They don't know why it runs like garbage. Well, numbers were incorrectly programmed. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, just throw a comment down in the comment section and we will get to you on an answer or make another video if you have any other questions about the IQA system or how to program them to your truck. Thank you.